I just recently caught my wife of 16 years cheating. The shock and betrayal I feel are beyond words. It's like my entire world has been turned upside down in an instant. She does not know that I know. Every day I have to put on a facade, pretending everything is normal while my heart is breaking inside. It's a constant battle between wanting to confront her and trying to gather my thoughts. We live in Ohio, first event. This really sucks. Ohio has always been our home, a place where we built our life together, raised our children, and created countless memories. Now, it feels like a prison of deceit and lies. We have 3 teenage daughters in high school. They are at such a critical stage in their lives, dealing with the pressures of school, friendships, and their own personal growth. The thought of how this revelation will impact them is unbearable. They mean the absolute world to me. Every smile, every laugh, every moment we've shared is now tainted by this betrayal. I can't help but think about how this will change their perception of love and trust. That is what is going to hurt the most. The innocence of their childhood, the stability of their home life, all shattered because of one person's selfish actions. It's a pain that cuts deeper than any physical wound. I don't want to put them through this, and I don't want to lose them. The fear of losing my daughters, of them choosing sides, of them being caught in the middle of this mess is paralyzing. I want to protect them from this pain, but I don't know how. They will be crushed. Their world, just like mine, will be turned upside down. The trust they have in their mother, the security they feel in our family, all of it will be shattered. I literally do everything for them, so I think they would want to live with me if given a choice. From helping with homework to cooking meals, I've always been there for them. I hope that my constant presence and support will be enough to keep us together. She is a recovering alcoholic that's been sober for a few months. Her journey to sobriety has been a long and difficult one, filled with relapses and struggles. I stood by her through it all, hoping that our family would come out stronger on the other side. I have put up with so much over several years to keep our family together, and this is the thanks that I get. The arguments, the late nights, the constant worry, all of it feels like it was for nothing now. The betrayal is a slap in the face after everything we've been through. I am at a crossroads, unsure of what steps to take next. The weight of this decision is overwhelming, and I feel lost in a sea of emotions. Advice needed and questions. I need guidance, a way to navigate through this storm. The uncertainty is eating me alive, and I don't know where to turn. I have reached out to a local divorce lawyer for a consultation that I was referred to from my local bar association. It was a difficult step to take, but I knew I needed professional advice to understand my options and protect my interests. I've been reading other posts saying to find the top 5 divorce lawyers in my area. The more I read, the more I realize how important it is to have a strong legal team on my side. Is there a good way to do this? The internet is filled with information, but it's hard to know who to trust. Reviews and recommendations can be helpful, but they can also be misleading. Google gives results, but I feel it's an advertisement. It's difficult to discern genuine advice from paid promotions. I want to make sure I'm making the best choice for my situation. The internal conflict is tearing me apart. I want to confront her so bad, but I have not yet. The urge to demand answers, to release this pent-up anger is overwhelming. But I know I need to be strategic and careful. She keeps asking if I'm okay and saying that I seem off. It's ironic how she notices my distress but remains oblivious to the cause. Every time she asks, it takes all my strength not to explode. Should I hold off until I speak to my lawyer? The advice I've read suggests waiting, but the waiting is excruciating. I want to make sure I'm fully prepared before I take any action. The way I found out was that I first had a suspicion, which led to me putting an audio recorder in her car. It was a desperate move, driven by a need to know the truth. The moment I heard her voice on that recording, my worst fears were confirmed. I then heard her phone conversation with him from that recording. The words they exchanged, the intimacy in their voices, it was like a dagger to my heart. I felt a mix of rage and sorrow that I can't even begin to describe. I am pretty sure this is not allowed, but I just had to confirm my thoughts. The legality of my actions weighs on me, but the need to know the truth was stronger. I couldn't live with the uncertainty any longer. I also have access to an old device of hers that still tracks her phone calls, not texts, and the calls have been going on for a month or so. Each call log is a reminder of the deceit, a timeline of betrayal that stretches back further than I imagined. Lastly, she left her non-password protected smartwatch out, and I was able to view her text conversations. The messages were explicit, filled with plans and promises that shattered any remaining hope I had. any of this that I should be worried about when I confront her? The evidence I have is damning, but I worry about the repercussions. Will she deny it? Will she try to turn the tables on me? The uncertainty is paralyzing. The stress is overwhelming. Every day feels like a battle, and I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this up. Sorry if I'm all over the place here. My thoughts are scattered, my emotions are raw, and I feel like I'm drowning in a sea of confusion and pain. I am still processing all of this. The betrayal, the lies, the future of my family. It's all too much to handle at once. Seems like a bad dream. Every morning I wake up hoping it was all just a nightmare. But the reality hits me like a ton of bricks. The pain is real and I have to find a way to move forward, for myself and for my daughters.